Cheraee C. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Excellent. Cheraee is going to be one of 53 authors that will be at the Festival of Books and Creativity at the end of June in Novi, Michigan. You have 5 books, I believe, that you'll have on hand there.
Yeah, 5 or 6 I'm gonna bring. Yes.
Awesome. Share with us about those books. We want to know.
Okay, so the last book I published is called A Publisher's Story Time.
Okay.
So that's basic. So should I give a description or just tell you the
Mhm.
titles first? Okay.
Yeah, tell us the description. Let us in on the details.
Okay, so that book is about a girl basically, and she's a publisher, so she's going through different experiences that she's had with some of her clients. So
Mm.
each chapter is a different story from a different client
Oh.
as a publisher. So that's pretty much what that book is about. So I also write poetry, so I'm going to bring another book called The Queen Pen Naturally Scarred, and that's the last poetry book I did. It's a part of my poetry series, and that's basically poetry about relationships, life, just whatever I went through at that time. Then that's pretty much what I wrote about. Right. So then I have another book that's a part of that series I'm gonna bring too. So that's called The Queen Pen Naturally Poetic. So it's along the same lines, poetry about relationships, life, family, friendships, pretty much just normal things that we all go through or feel every day. And then I have another series that I started when I first started writing. So I really always been a writer, but
Mhm.
I took it seriously when I did my first book. That was in 2014. So the first book that I came out with was called Another Shady Mission. So that was the first series that I ever started doing. So I'll be bringing that series. I have up to 4 books in that series. So
Oh.
yes, I'm going to bring that series with me. And the beautiful thing is, I end up combining the first 3 parts of the series into one book. So then I only have to bring 2 books. Then I have another series called Brown Paper Sugar, and that's another one of my short story series. But in that, I incorporate other authors,
Oh,
poets as
nice.
well. So different authors and poets from different all over the United States, they're incorporated in that book too. So
That is
I have
so
like
cool.
3 of those. 3 of those. So
Well, awesome. What got you started writing?
what made me start writing?
Mhm.
Life. Like that was just the way that I dealt with things, my experiences. I was one of the I loved English, so I just became a writer. I loved reading. That was my favorite thing to do, subject or hobby. And I started writing poetry first. And then
Mhm.
my friends used to tell me, like, you should write a book. So I did. I took it seriously and I started writing books.
So when you write not the poetry but your other books, do you use an outline? Are you a plotter or are you a pantser?
I'm a plotter. I'm a plotter. So I pretty much brainstorm like everything a little bit. Some
Mhm.
I go along the way, but I pretty much get like the storyline in my head and then I just build on it from there, pretty much.
So outside of your books, it says that you actually do publishing. So you publish for other authors as well?
Yes, I publish for other companies and other authors too. Yes, I do. I do a which I call penitentiary publishing. So I publish prisoners. So I
Oh,
publish everybody pretty much, but I do work with a lot of incarcerated individuals. Yes.
Well, that's a great service to get their stories out there. I bet those are interesting.
Oh yes, they had some very interesting stories. Very different, all types of writers as well. So it's very nice to just see all the different perspectives that they have.
Do any of those writers, do they write about how they got incarcerated? Do they go through that story or is it primarily
O-
fiction?
Okay, yeah. So some of them they be wanting to write autobiographies about their life, like yes, how they did get incarcerated. So I did start like a series with that too, but I stopped doing it. But I'm probably gonna pick it back up, and it's called Barred Voices. That's like something else you'll see on Amazon from me. And that was two other authors signed up for it, and they was telling about their life and exactly how they got incarcerated. Besides the ones that I've already worked with, who pretty much those are the type of stories that they had. Basically, they're going over how they got published, even as it relates to how the law has changed
Hmm.
now, basically, because a lot of them actually are going to be up for parole. So it's pretty nice to see how far they have come to just because of the new laws that are being passed.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Um, so, what else do you do outside of publishing and writing?
Okay, outside of publishing and writing, well, I'm a mom. I have two daughters. Um, I also do decorating.
Ah,
I like event planning and decorating. I also make customized games. So my
nice.
name of my company is C Cliche LLC. So that's three companies in one. The
Mm-hmm.
publishing being my most favorite because I love writing. So that's Cliche Publications. And then the Cliche Games, that's my game side because
Mm-hmm.
I've been making games for a while, but once again, it's something I started to take more seriously the past 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like the host of my friends and family, the one who always hosting all the parties and events and planning them. So I usually make the games and the entertainment. That's me. And I do the decorating. So I just come up with the themes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm into the ballooning and I do the garlands and the columns and all of that. Yes.
What kind of games do you create?
Well, my favorite cousin is having a baby shower right in next week. So I'm making the games for her baby shower. So say even if there are games that's already been made, I customize them to the
Okay.
event that I'm doing and even for the person. So say pass the prize if you know what that is. That's a
Mm-hmm.
popular game that's usually played. It could be, it doesn't just have to be baby showers, it could just be an event. And basically say one of the statements be pass the prize to the oldest person in the room, pass the prize to the youngest person in the room. So I'll sit here and I'll customize it to my liking, my group of people, and I'll
Mm-hmm.
make it for them. So that's pretty much what I do. Besides, I made a Christmas game as well for,
Oh.
I just did that. It's called 52 Cliches per Christmas. And
Mm-hmm.
then I one for Valentine's Day. So that's like 52 cliches per Valentine's Day. And those are card games. So I just
Oh.
ask simple questions like question and answers. It's actually different categories. Some
Mm-hmm.
you have to act it out. So it's a lot that keep you on your toes. Whatever game pretty much I see that someone likes, like another one of my friends had a Valentine's Day party since
Mm-hmm.
we're all into the Valentine's Day themes now.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a game called Pull a Tag that I saw online, and you basically
Okay.
just write questions on like a poster board on the little tab paper that you use, but I use hearts instead, so I customized it to hearts, and I put questions under those, and you categorize the tabs or hearts. So you would say different things like, "Hey, gorgeous," or love, like just
Mm-hmm.
whatever the theme is, pretty much.
Will you have any of those games available for purchase at the festival?
I can. I probably will bring some since you speak of that. Yes, I can.
Just
Some
say,
summer games that people could play at their summer event. Yeah, I would have
mm-hmm,
some. Like the Pass the Prize one, that's probably a favorite since it's not around Christmas time, but
mm-hmm.
I'm pretty much gonna get with all the holidays because I didn't do Thanksgiving, so I'm like I gotta do Thanksgiving. I try to do all the events basically. So yeah, I'll probably bring some to sell.
Awesome. So you do event planning. Do you do that just for like you and your friends and family, or do you do events for other people as well?
Well, friends and family, I kind of used to always be in some type of event planning when I grew up, basically, like when I
Mhm.
started getting in the industry, because before I became a publisher, I used to write for a magazine, and we used to throw events at different venues,
Mm,
um,
okay.
college universities. We used to throw
Mhm.
our own award shows. So it's like I kind of always been a planner. So I just made it more intimate, more personal. I want to do intimate and personal events, I would say. But it doesn't just have to be family and friends, whoever needs the help. Because, like I said, I just really started getting serious about it and I actually made it this registered businesses
Mhm.
now. So, yeah.
Very neat. Well, I am so looking forward to getting to meet you in person in June. Hopefully, the weather is gorgeous out.
Yeah.
We're going to have 53 authors in 46 genres and approximately 280 book titles. So,
Okay. I'm
so
very excited.
yes, it's going to be a great day. I can't wait to meet you. And thank you so much for taking a portion of time out of your day to share with us about your books and your
Yeah.
businesses.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure talking to you, and I can't wait to meet you guys. I can't wait till June. I'm so excited.
Thanks.
Thank you.